6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out there.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run. This is Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
Off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. The return man is Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On 1st down, Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Pat O'Donnell set to...
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tariq Cohen, the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Anthony Walker. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing is Jackson.
At the 24-yard line.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
At the 48.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Bring from just shy of midfield. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Elliott, the ball.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
2nd and 13. Goff caught left side Hopkins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He'll buy some time right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears have taken the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He can, and I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They are going for it. Goff. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Green Bay.
Goff now to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Goff on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Goff throwing again. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's gone. Into heavy traffic, and he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. He's at the 30, past the 20, and they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21, Packers 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Elliott. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
At the 43-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. This is Cohen. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 67 yards. As the Bears push further out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning it, Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd and 10, gone. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
The 12-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down.
We go to the 180.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Goff's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff going deep for Hopkins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 59 yards.
8-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Again, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To throw is Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And goal.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Flushed out right. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Is a turnover on down.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brings up 3rd.
Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his target, Fuller. And they work this out past the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Goff. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Power running by Zeke. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Out of the gun, Goff. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To the air again, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Made back at his own 6-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man. Complete. 20.
Bring in the second string.
Touchdown, Chicago. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 35, Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off play action. Here's Goff. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 15. At the Packers.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens.
And that's it. Oh, Cohen lost the football. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yo. 55's mine, guys, 55. 3 buzz.
Check 55. Check 55.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now Jackson on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score, Bears 42,